So we got word from one of the real estate offices in Puerto de la Cruz that someone by the name of Jennings had rented a villa high up in the mountains behind Oratava. So I know that's Alan and Hope.
So after all this searching, you finally found them?
Yeah, I'm certain that's where they're staying, but the road up there is so treacherous I can't leave until daybreak.
Well, Michael, how do you travel up there?
Well, Manuel, my driver is trying to get a Jeep for me, but if he can't get a Jeep, I'll just have to go up on horseback.
Well, it's just about 7 o'clock here now, so I'm going to call the airlines right away, and maybe I can get a flight out.
Mom, look, I know you're worried about Hope and the baby, but I don't want you to think about flying over here until I get a better idea what the situation is.
Michael, the situation is that the minute you see Hope, you're going to have to tell her that Alan is suspected of murder and everything else they think he's involved in back here, and she's going to need me.
Mom, I wish you would talk to Ed before you come over here, will you?
Yes, I'm going to call Ed at the restaurant right now and tell him, but believe me, neither one of you is going to talk me out of coming over there.
All right. Now, I've given you the number here at the Oratava Police Headquarters, so call me as soon as you know what your plans are. I'll be here all night. Now, Mom, after you've gotten your flight to New York squared away, call Iberian Airlines and tell them you want to fly nonstop to Tenerife from New York. And that way you won't have to go through Madrid. Now, I'll have Manuel, the driver, pick you up, and somehow we'll find a way to get you up to that villa.
Okay, fine. And I'll call you as soon as I've gotten the information from the airlines. And, Michael, please, in the meantime, take care of yourself.
Yeah, I will. Talk to you later. Bye.
Alan, you were so quiet all through dinner, and you've been pacing ever since. What's the matter?
Well, darling, I was just thinking about what you said when I suggested that we spend more time here or move on someplace else for the rest of the winter.
Well, darling, all I said was that we have a small baby to consider now, and we have to worry about his health and well-being.
Yes, I know, and you're right. That's why I've made up my mind to go home.
Home? When?
Well, right away. Matter of fact, I want to talk to Wayne. I want him to call Casablanca and make sure that the company jet is ready to take off at a moment's notice. I think I'll go down to the guest cottage now and see him about it.
But, Alan, why are you in such a rush to go home all of a sudden?
Because it's important to you, darling.
Yes, and I know you when you make up your mind to do something. You won't sleep until you get it all settled, will you? Well, go on down and talk to Wayne about it. Get it over with.
It's all part of loving you and our son. I hope you know that.
I do.
Good. Now get some rest. I'll be back in a little while.
Okay.
The award-winning Guiding Light.
Listen, I called your office when I got back, but you weren't in.
Yeah, I left early to help Trish get ready for tonight.
Oh. Did you hear that Mike Bauer has located Ellen?
Yeah, Mike called Trish tonight and told her. From what I gather, the big showdown's going to be sometime tomorrow.
Yes, according to Larry Wyatt, that's what Mike is hoping for. I guess I don't have to tell you what a mess is going to be once Ellen gets back to Springfield.
No, you don't. But whether he can talk his way out of this jam or not, the company's still going to suffer.
Yeah, I'm worried about Amanda, too. She's been so outspoken in her defense of Alan. If he turns out to be guilty, I don't know. Here she is.
I think we've all been a little guilty of underestimating her, Ross.
Oh, yes, she is Alan Spaulding's daughter, and the Spauldings, if nothing else, are survivors. Excuse me a minute.
Sure, I'll catch you later.
Good evening.
Hi. Hello. Are Morgan and Kelly here yet? I haven't seen them. Why? Oh, well, I didn't want them to see these. Oh, well, let me take them. The maitre d' is going to bring all of Kelly's gifts in with the birthday cake later. Okay. Thank you. See you later. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
My sister has worked so hard to make this night so perfect. I want everything to go well for her.
You gonna sit there quiet and stone-faced all evening?
What do you want me to do, Mom?
I want you to try and understand. I just wanted you to have a nice birthday.
By going behind my back and asking Ed to give me the night off?
I did not ask Ed to give you the night
No,
off.
well, you asked him to make sure I didn't have to work late. That is the same thing.
Look, Kelly, you've worked every single night since we've been married, and I haven't complained once when I have to sit home alone. If it was any other night besides your birthday, I would have
Look,
never...
Morgan, come on. Do we have to go into this
Yes,
right
we
now?
do, because you're trying to make me sound selfish,
I
and
am
I'm
not trying to make you sound anything, Morgan, but did you ever stop and consider how it made me look for you to go to the chief of staff asking him for special favors just because he's... Look, you went to a lot of trouble to make sure this night came off, so let's just relax and go inside and not argue. Now, what are you doing?
Just what you said, I'm going inside. Alone.
Well, wait for me, would you? Happy birthday, Dr. Nelson.
Mr. McCord, did you call the florist and ask them to deliver this?
Oh, I did, thank you. Mrs. Renfield, men do still give women orchids, don't they?
They certainly did in my day, and I'm sure Nola will enjoy the attention. Oh, they are for Nola, aren't they?
Of course. Although if I didn't have my own reasons for going tonight, I probably would have backed out by now.
I will be interested to see if you're right about that young man being the father of her baby.
Oh, he has to be. He fits Nola's description to the letter. He's a medical student. He married someone else this past summer. And Nola's considering the name Kelly for her child.
There is something else I forgot to mention. Nola said that the father of her child and the chief of staff of his hospital are very close.
I see. I'll try to check that out tonight. And if this young man happens to be the... Nola, you look lovely.
Oh, thank you.
Is that a new dress, Nola?
Yes, yes. It's one of the maternity dresses that Mr. McCord gave me. Isn't it beautiful?
It's very becoming.
Is that a gift for someone?
Yes, it's a birthday gift, and he's going to be there tonight at the opening, so I just thought I'd give it to him there.
Oh, I see. Well, these are for you. And I hope the color matches the dress.
My. Oh, they're orchids. They're gorgeous.
I'm glad you like them.
You know, I can't get over you. You're just so generous.
Not really.
Oh.
Are you ready to leave?
Oh, yeah. Yes, sure. Yeah, oh, thank you. You know, when I first started working here, I felt like Janet Leigh in Psycho, but now I feel like Cinderella.
Enjoy your evening.
Thank you. Mrs. Renfield, be sure that someone lets Lucifer and Damien out tonight. I don't want any intruders on the grounds while we're gone.
Of course, Mr. McCord.
Well, see you in the morning.
Have a lovely time, Nola.
Oh, I intend to.
Mom, I still think it'd make a lot more sense if you just stayed right there until I actually see Hope and... Okay. And I know better than to argue with you anyway. I'll have Manuel meet you at the airport, and somehow we'll figure a way to get you up to that villa that Alan rented. Yeah, I know. And, the more I think about it, I think it's going to be better that you're here, because as soon as Hope finds out why I'm here, she's going to turn against me, that's for sure. No, I'm not looking forward to it either, Mom, but I have no choice. Okay, well, have a safe trip, and don't worry about anything, all right? Give my love to everybody. Bye. Did you get a Jeep?
Well, senor, I found many. But when I talked to the people who owned them and told them where you were going, they said no. See, the road from the mountain, from this side of the mountain to the villa is very bad. But it's okay. I will call the island of Las Palmas tomorrow, and they can send us a helicopter.
I can't wait that long. He could be off the island halfway around the world by that time.
I'm sorry, senor.
All right, that's it. I just arranged for a horse.
Well, Captain Torres is handling that already, but still, you must wait till morning. See, there's no moon tonight, and that mountain road is very dangerous.
So you're saying I have no choice?
That's right. But I have supplies in the back of my car for both of us, and we can...
Look, I appreciate that, but I'm going to have to go it alone. My mother's flying in from the United States. I'd like for you to meet her at the airport and find some way to get her up to that villa tomorrow.
Oh, that would be no problem from the other side of the mountain where the airport is. See, that road is much better. But it would take us half a day to get there from here.
I just hate wasting all this time.
Well, do you want me to find you a room? You should get some sleep.
No, Captain Torres said the same thing, but I'm too worried about my daughter's sleep anyway.
Well, your mother must be very worried, too, if she's flying here all the way from the United States.
We're a very close family. We always have been. Which is why I'm so worried about tomorrow.
Oh, look, the governor did come. Come on, I'm going to introduce you.
When did this happen? Late this afternoon. Didn't Mike call and tell you about it?
He may have tried, but I was observing in surgery all afternoon, so I don't know. Look, I got to get to a phone and call my mother, see if she knows what's happening.
Yeah, I suggest you use the office, get a little privacy back.
All right, thanks a lot.
Yeah.
Hello.
If it's champagne you're after, I can buy it.
Okay, yes it is. Thank you. Thank you.
Last one.
Do you have a minute?
Yes, of course.
Do you remember Mr. Levin from the bank calling about a problem with the check not clearing?
Yes, I do.
Well, I stopped by the bank on my way home this afternoon, and I found out why the check didn't clear. Alan withdrew $10 million in cash the day he left.
That is exactly the amount that Joe Bradley was blackmailing.
Yes, I know it is. That's why I haven't told anyone about it, not even Jennifer.
Well, we're going to have to tell Lieutenant Wyatt right away.
Ross, if we do that, he's going to be convinced that Alan's guilty.
Amanda, I think the opposite. If Alan has already paid Joe Bradley this amount of money, what reason would he have to kill him?
But wouldn't we have heard if that amount of money had been found in Joe Bradley's apartment?
Ooh, not necessarily, because they are no longer releasing facts about this case.
Exactly. Then why should we take the risk of
Amanda.
telling them?
Plenty of champagne and food. Just make yourselves comfortable. Oh.
Everything's lovely.
Thank you, thank you. Oh, Trish and Joss just told me that Mike is on his way to confront Alan. You must be on pins and needles.
Yes, I'm very anxious for Alan to come back, to clear himself.
Let's hope he can, Amanda.
Well, I'm even more anxious to find out who really did kill Joe Bradley. Because whoever it was, they're doing a very good job at making it look like my father did it.
I'm looking for Ed. Have you seen him?
Yeah, yes, he's in the office making a telephone call.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Amanda, if you meant what you just said right now, then you had better call Lieutenant Wyatt and tell him about that $10 million immediately.
I suppose. Will you make the call for me?
Sure.
Here's $10,000. That should be enough to cover whatever expenses you incur on the flight back to Springfield.
I'm sure it will be more than enough.
Good. Now, I want you to take the rest of the money in that briefcase and give it to Hope, but not until you've got her and the baby and Emily back to Springfield. Not before then. Do you understand?
Of course, but Mr. Spaulding, are you sure you're making the right decision?
Wayne, I didn't make it. Hope and Alan Michael made it for me earlier tonight. I love those people, and I can't subject them to this kind of life, constantly running, trying to stay one step ahead of her father and the police.
Yes, but if you went to Springfield with us, you might be able to...
If I went back to Springfield with you, I'd be ruined. And that's not speculation. That's fact.
I'm sure you know what you're doing.
Yes, I do. And now that we've taken care of the arrangements to get my family home, we've got to talk about your coming back to get me. How much time will you need?
Well, I'll fly the helicopter to Casablanca and the jet from there to Springfield, turn immediately around, and by the same route come back here. In 3 days, I should be able to pick you up at the villa.
No, I can't stay here. Not with Mike getting so close. I've got to find another place to rendezvous with you 3 days from tomorrow. It's got to be someplace where I'm safe from Mike until you get there.
All right.